102.3 Blake FM, and we have the legend on the phone with us. He's playing in Dallas in September for the first time in 17 years. Garth Brooks, good morning.
Hey, good morning. That's a hell of an introduction. Thank you very much.
I try, man. Honestly, I'm just excited that I'm able to make words come out. I was really worried that I'd pick up the phone and you'd be like, hey, this is Garth, and I'd just go, ah! So...
Trust me, you cannot be half as bad as I am around George Strait. I tell you what, man, I don't know what it is about that guy. I can't put two words together around him. He's the nicest guy and sweet to me, but, man, this is the guy that was your whole hero when you were growing up.
Well, speaking of growing up, I got to tell you, Garth, the first concert that I ever went to in my entire life, 1992, Bramlage Coliseum in Manhattan, Kansas, it was a Garth Brooks concert.
Oh, shoot, yeah, man. That was fun. My mom and dad were there, had a great time, and all of the guys there at Kansas State treated my family fantastic.
Very cool. Well, we're excited to have you coming down to Dallas. It's the first time in 17 years that you've been in DFW for a show, September 18th and 19th. What can people expect at this concert? These concerts?
Here's the crazy thing, man, and I'm so happy to announce this. We're in our 6-week kind of redesign. We've been out on the road for 10 months. We have taken a lot of looks at what's working, got rid of the things that weren't, and we're coming out with a brand new look. We're going to redesign the whole video world. The wings of the stage are a little different, and set list kind of, it's starting to fall into the sweet spot. Being out there that long, you kind of, and doing over 100 shows on this tour so far, it's starting to set in the sweet spot. But this redesign we're excited about. So we're bringing a whole new look. If anybody came up to Tulsa, went down to Houston, over to New Orleans, whatever, this is going to be a different look than what they saw.
Well, speaking of the set list, this is actually something I wanted to ask you about. You've had 9 albums. You've had 53 singles. Is there a certain song that, people expect that you just don't want to play anymore?
No, not at all. My problem is I don't have enough time to play all the songs that I want to play.
Oh, yeah.
That's the problem. And I got to tell you, I'm so lucky to have been under the raising of Alan Reynolds, the producer, whose goal when we started said, my goal is to have you sing a song 25 years later that you're still in love with. And he did a great job of picking those songs.
Is there any one song that if you had to say, this is what I want to be remembered for, this is the one, and has that changed over the years? Is there one song?
No, it's been the dance since day one. I think off that very first album, I think that's the one that, forget Garth Brooks, but if there's one song in our catalog that I would want to be remembered for, or the song be remembered, it would be the dance. Then you're going to go to songs like The Change, We Shall Be Free, People Loving People. I know those aren't the traditional country songs, but they are the songs that tell all of us to love one another, and that's the most important message that I think you can leave as an entertainer.
Very cool. Well, you've recently gotten into social media, which you were one of the last ones to get into that, it seems, but you've embraced it. What have you discovered since you've been on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram?
You know what? Yesterday was, I think, my big revelation in social media. And we're sitting on the 6-week redesign, so we're off the road, and I'm realizing that I'm not tweeting. And I just kind of got on there to say, you know what? I miss you guys. I miss seeing your faces. I miss seeing you laugh and sing. And I just told them, and then here comes this wave of just sweet things back. And I think that's when it hit me that social media should be a conversation instead of propaganda or a promotion.
Yeah.
And so looking toward the future, it makes me want to do it even more.
See, that's a rarity, because I've noticed recently whenever I go on Facebook or anything, it's all angry and mad and arguing. So you're getting the right people, it sounds like.
I got to tell you, man, it's what the music attracts. I'll put our crowds against anybody else's crowd. I mean, they were the greatest story of, when people go, what's the greatest story of your career? Central Park. We're playing Central Park, 1997. There's somewhere estimated between 800,000 and 1.2 million people there. They've closed down Fifth Avenue. We're leaving after the gig in the bus, but the bus there's people everywhere. So the bus can only move as fast as the people are walking. So there's a cop on horseback right to my right. So I open the window, and me and him are talking as we're moving down the street. And he's telling me of all those people, they had 2 arrests
Oh, wow.
Out of all those people in New York at night and Central Park. So I would put the people that come see us against anybody. They're just people that just want to have fun, sing, and love one another, and I dig that.
Well, I've seen you a few times. Told you about 1992, but I saw you again a few times in '94 and then in 2009. And one thing that's universal, and I think anyone who's gone to a Garth Brooks concert will say, is that no matter what, you're getting an incredible show. Doesn't even matter on what seat you're sitting in. What do you think is the reason that you're, this many years later, you're still putting on such an incredible show?
Okay, Drew, I hate to disappoint you, bro. Miss Yearwood, she'll tell me. She asked me before we go on, she goes, why do you get nervous? She goes, you're like nervous. I said, because I don't know why it happens. I don't have a clue why these people go through hell all day trying to get all their stuff done and then find time to come sing with us at night and pay that kind of money and spend that kind of time and do those lines to get in. I have no idea why they do it. So if you don't have any idea why you do it, you don't know if it's going to happen again. So I'm always nervous. But, man, if you can hear them start to sing by the first or second song of the concert, then you're in for a party, and it's just going to be great.
Very cool. Well, the concerts are coming up September 18th and 19th in Dallas at American Airlines Center. Tickets go on sale tomorrow. Ticketmaster.com/Garth Brooks. Okay, Garth, I have a question that I have to ask you, and this one's going to be a little old school.
Okay.
But, okay, so there's something from your past that we're kind of left the fans wanting. It seems like you always fulfill what we want, but there's just one thing that we never got. Are we ever going to get the Chris Gaines movie?
Oh, no. I don't think you're ever going to get that at all. But, if you, all I can say is my ribs are still sore from getting the kicked out of me for doing that one. But I love that record, and I would do it again in a heartbeat, tell you the truth, because it's all about the music, and I thought the music was fantastic.
I'll be honest with you, I liked the album too. I think it was very misunderstood, but there was some real good music
I was
there.
to blame for that, but that's amen, brother. It's all about the music.
Well, Garth, thank you so much for taking the time, calling in and talking to us this morning. September 18th and 19th, American Airlines Center. We're looking forward to the shows, man.
Man, not as much as me, man. I am so excited. Can't wait to see you there, okay?
Sounds great. It's 102.3 Blake FM.